Morpeth is a delightful old Northumberland town 15 miles north of Newcastle. Ideally situated on historic trading routes, the town lies in a loop of the River Wansbeck, across which the Great North Road once carried kings and armies during the border wars. Nowadays the road bypasses Morpeth in a single stride as it crosses the Wansbeck to the west of the town near Mitford. To the east, a magnificent stone Victorian viaduct of 9 lofty arches spans the wooded river valley near the village of Bothell and carries the railway on its journey between London and Edinburgh. Sir Walter Scott speaks of the Wansbeck's rush to the sea, and Swinburne is another of the poets who pays tribute to this Valley of the Shining Water. With such a setting, it's hardly surprising that Morpeth's ancient motto means living among woods and waters. Shrouded in a mysterious prehistoric past, the name Morpeth probably means moor path, the town on the path over the moor. There's also a more fanciful tradition that the name could mean murder path, but I think that's unlikely, as it would certainly have frightened off the visitors. For over 1,000 years, Morpeth has played not only an important part in the development of our region, but also through its many famous sons and daughters who've made their mark worldwide.
Well, Morpeth no doubt has prehistoric origins, as it's a very useful site for a river crossing with the meander of the river and lots of very low fordable areas for settlers to gather nearby. But we've no evidence of that. There is evidence, however, of Anglo-Saxon settlement at the Low Stanners.
Morpeth first entered the history books in about 1095, when William the Conqueror granted the Morpeth lands to the de Merley family in recognition of their service in the north. William de Merley built a timber Motte and Bailey castle on this man-made mound called the Har Hill. At that time, the town, such as it was, lay along the Kirkhill Ridge, roughly where Duncan Gardens and Sanderson Gardens are today. The de Merley barons were very powerful. They owned all the surrounding villages and the land as far south as Benton and Walker near the River Tyne. In 1138, Ranulph de Merley set up a Cistercian abbey at Newminster, which was to dominate life in and around Morpeth for the next 4 centuries. Although we can't be sure, Newminster Abbey might have looked something like this.
It was the first daughter house of Fountains Abbey, which was set up as a Cistercian monastery. It would have used the Cistercian method of administration. There would have been 12 canons there until Henry VIII dissolved it in 1538. In Victorian times, a certain amount of exploration was done, and some of the stone was reconstructed to make it look like a ruin. There was a dig in the 1950s, I think. They were hoping to find maybe the tombs of the de Merlys, the people who were buried beneath the high altar. Various things were found, such as the Newminster buckle and the 5 seals, which could all make wonderful displays in a Morpeth museum, but at the moment they're in Newcastle. It would be good to have a proper survey done, to have the site cleared and made accessible so that we can understand what exactly was there.